After carrying these things every single day, I've got a lot of good and some surprisingly bad things to say about them. Let's talk about it. Apple's first generation AirPods Pro were a hit for many people, and due to the in-ear design of the AirPods Pro, a lot of people actually found a better fit with these, but the others, not so much. Some people, including me, had trouble getting the Gen 1 staying in their ears. So what did Apple do about it? Well, they added another size of ear tips in the box with the AirPods Pro 2. So now you have 4 sizes instead of just 3. Which helped but didn't exactly 100% solve the problem. I mean, you can always buy some different kinds of ear tips from Amazon, but the noise cancellation quality is gonna suffer if you do that. With that being said, let's move on to sound quality. These sound amazing and actually have a surprising amount of bass. I'm not an audiophile by any means, but I have owned all of the AirPods, including the AirPods Max, and I've also owned the Sony WH-1000XM3s and the 4s, and these AirPods Pro 2nd Gen have sounded great ever since the first time I put them in my ear. They definitely live up to their hype. The noise cancellation is also top tier. As long as you have a good fit with these ear tips, you are going to cancel out almost all the noise. It's a pretty crazy feeling every time I experience this. If you've never heard noise canceling headphones before, you are in for a big treat. My favorite feature by far is the speaker on the case. I can't tell you how many times I have lost these and been able to find them just by hearing this speaker. It makes your life way easier and faster when you lose these things thanks to this bad boy. If you are not able to hear the speaker that well, this has the same chip that the Apple AirTag has. That means you can use the Find My app and it's going to guide you directly to it. And I'll go over super quickly how easy your life gets when you use these things with your other Apple devices. You could be listening to music on your phone and you decide you want to listen to it on your MacBook or your iPad. It doesn't really matter. All you have to do is open up whatever you're about to watch or listen to, and it automatically knows and seamlessly switches itself to the proper audio source. Pretty convenient. All right, moving on. As I mentioned earlier, I carry these things every day in my pocket. I try not to put keys or anything that can scratch the case in the same pocket because I want to keep these in as best shape as possible. And if you put a case on these things, they tend to get pretty thick. So that's why I run them without a case. Other than losing a little bit of the gloss and the shine that it had when it came directly out of the box, it has held up extremely well and shows no signs of anything breaking or anything coming loose. Build quality is A1 as always with Apple products. But these things aren't perfect. I find that the silicone ear tips that these things come with tend to lose their grip and become pretty slippery relatively quickly. And if you want the best noise cancellation, some third-party options, like I mentioned earlier, aren't really an option. The ANC works best when used with the Apple official ear tips. So you are forced to either continually push them into your ears because something such as even smiling can wiggle them out, or you can go to Apple's website to stock up on some more ear tips. Just make sure you have the right size. And of course, I and probably many other people would love to have a USB-C port instead of a lightning port, but we will have to wait until the next ones, whenever that may be. We're probably a pretty long ways away, but we'll see. Hopefully they stick a USB-C port in the next ones. Although I don't really find myself ever using the wired charging port to charge these things. I'm always putting them on something like a MagSafe charger. It's just way more convenient, and these things don't need to charge long, so either way, it doesn't take long for them to charge. These things are $230 right now on Amazon, which is $20 off the original $250 these things started off at. And like I said, we are likely a long way until Apple releases an AirPods Pro Gen 3. So if you've been on the fence, you won't be disappointed with these. You can't beat them for the price, especially if you are in the Apple ecosystem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.